Good morning. This is Pastor Jeff. These are our daily lectionary readings for Wednesday, November 16th, 2022. We have our three readings. Psalm 141, once again, is our psalm reading. Our Old Testament reading is going to be Ezekiel 43, 1 through 12. And our New Testament reading comes from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 23, starting in verse 37, and we'll go through chapter 24, verse 14. Today, we are going to be reading it out of the Common English Bible. Here we go. Psalm 141. I cry out to you, Lord, come to me, quickly. Listen to my voice when I cry out to you. Let my prayer stand before you like incense. Let my uplifted hands be like the evening offering. Set a guard over my mouth, Lord. Keep close watch over the doors, that is, my lips. Don't let my heart turn aside to evil things, so that I don't do wicked things with evildoers, so I don't taste their delicacies. Instead, let the righteous discipline me. Let the faithful correct me. Let my head never reject the kind of fine oil, because my prayers are always against the deeds of the wicked. Their leaders will fall from jagged cliffs, but my words will be heard because they are pleasing. Our bones have been scattered at the mouth of the grave, just like when the ground is broken up and plowed. But my eyes are on you, my Lord God. I take refuge in you. Don't let me die. Protect me from the trap they set for me. Protect me from the snares of the evildoers. Let the wicked fall into their own nets altogether, but let me make it through safely. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Ezekiel, chapter 43, verses 1 through 12. Then he led me to the east gate, where the glory of Israel's God was coming in from the east. Its sound was like that of a mighty flood, and the earth was lit up in its glory. What appeared when I looked, it was like what I had seen when he came to destroy the city, and also like what I saw at the Shabar River, and I fell on my face. Then the Lord's glory came into the temple by the way of the east gate. A wind picked me up and brought me into the inner courtyard, and there the Lord's glory filled the temple. A man was standing next to me, but the voice that I heard came from inside the temple. He said to me, Human one, this is the place for my throne and the place for my soles of my feet, where I will dwell among the Israelites forever. The house of Israel will never again defile my holy name, neither they nor their kings, with the disloyalties and their kings' corpses at the shrines, when they set their plazas. With mine and the doorpost next to mine, the wall was between us. They defiled my holy name with their detestable practices, so I consumed them in my anger. Now let them remove their disloyalties and the king's corpses from me, and I will dwell among them forever. You, human one, describe the temple to the house of Israel. Let them be humiliated because of their guilt when they think about its design. When they feel humiliated by all that they have done, make known to them that the shape of the temple and its adornment, its exits and its entrances, its entire plan and all of its regulations. Write them down in their sight so that they may observe all of the entire plan of all its regulation and perform them. These are the instructions for the temple, the top of the mountain, as well as the boundaries all around, are most holy. These are the instructions for the temple. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of Matthew, chapter 23, starting in verse 37, and going through chapter 24, verse 14. Hear these words. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets and stone those who were sent to you. How often I wanted to gather your people together, just as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings. But you didn't want that. Look, your house is left to you deserted. I tell you, you won't see me until you say, blessings on the one who come in the Lord's name. Now, Jesus left the temple and was going away. His disciples came to the point out to him the temple buildings. He responded, do you see all these things? I assure you that no stone will be left on another. Everything will be demolished. Now, when Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately and said, tell us when these things happen. What will be the signs of your coming and the end of the age? And Jesus replied, watch out that no one deceives you. Many will come in my name, saying, I'm the Christ. They will deceive many people. You will hear about wars and reports of wars. Don't be alarmed. These things must happen, but this isn't the end yet. Nations and kingdoms will fight against each other, and there will be famines and earthquakes in all sorts of places. But all of these things are just the beginning of the sufferings associated with the end. They will arrest you, abuse you, and they will kill you. All nations will hate you on account of my name. At that time, many will fall away. They will betray each other and hate each other. Many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Because disobedience will expand, the love of many will grow cold, but the one who endures to the end will be delivered. The gospel of the kingdom will be proclaimed throughout the world as a testimony to all the nations. Then the end will come. And here ends our readings for the day.